also in them as well.
That's true, but I'm still very small. My boyfriend's parents staying over the weekend. We only went for the night last night, and they had a hot tub. You know, some hot tubs. I am so small.
Were you under the head?
I was so small that if my head was hitting the thing, my butt was not touching the bottom, and if my butt was touching the bottom, half of my head was underwater.
Oh my gosh.
I am small. I'm convinced God made me tiny because he knew if I was any taller, I'd be uncontrollable. I would be just too powerful. That I am sure.
I need the Wirecast to work, so I can maybe have like one package that.
Four, three.
Coming up tonight on Middle Tennessee News, a man has been arrested for a murder he committed in 2017. Belmont is in preparation of the third and final presidential debate, and we will be bringing you an update of COVID-19 stats and businesses affected. All those stories plus your local weather and sports, Middle Tennessee News starts right now. Good evening. I'm Christy Jones, joined by Morgan Gonzalez in the studio. Welcome to Middle Tennessee News. The mayor of Manchester died early Monday morning after being hospitalized for 11 days with COVID-19. The city of Manchester said in a Facebook post that Mayor Lonnie Norman died after putting up a valiant fight against COVID-19. News outlets report Norman was re-elected to his third term, which was set to expire in August 2024. Manchester, Tennessee is home to the Bonnaroo Music and Arts Festival. The organization posted Saturday about Norman's hospitalization on Twitter and expressed well wishes for the incredible mayor. Belmont University is preparing to host the third and final presidential debate on October 22nd. Debate preparations are currently underway at Belmont University. The two candidates will take center stage at the university later this month for the third presidential debate. Branding promoting the debate can be seen all around Belmont's campus and the city of Nashville. The debate hall is still under construction, but will soon be ready for the candidates to square off on October 22nd.
We're also building quite a bit on campus, everything from a media filing center that will hold 200 media platforms for folks to actually do their live shots from. And also, we've just got to equip the debate hall, which is where the debate will actually take place between the two candidates on October 22nd.
A murder that happened in May of 2017 has finally been closed and an arrest has been made. The murder of 23-year-old Jesse Buford occurred at Student Quarters Apartments in Murfreesboro. Lamorris Jones was booked into the Rutherford County Adult Detention Center on a charge of first-degree murder. He is still incarcerated in the detention center. Jones will be 50 years old after serving his 26-year sentence in prison. Murfreesboro police are seeking to identify two men involved in a credit card fraud scheme. The perpetrators have stolen about $100,000 from a Knoxville man. The men compromised the man's bank accounts, applied for new debit cards, and then sent them to a vacant Nashville residence. They made purchases and withdrawals at 3 Murfreesboro Walmarts, gas stations, and Regions banks. One of the suspects was captured making a fraudulent withdrawal in a white 4-door Mercedes C300. The men also stole money from the victim in Nashville, Antioch, and Shelbyville. If you have any information on this case, please contact Detective Jessica Rice. A bicyclist was killed after colliding with a vehicle on South Church Street last week. On Wednesday, October 7th, a man was killed while riding his bicycle on South Church Street. The accident occurred when a 20-year-old woman attempted to make a right turn onto South Church Street from Runnymede Drive. The collision tossed the victim, 71-year-old Herbert Nee, several feet from where the accident happened. Nee was treated at the scene for his injuries by emergency services before being flown to Vanderbilt Medical Center, where he died a short time later. The driver of the vehicle did not receive any injuries, and no charges have been filed. However, the crash is under investigation.
Downtown Murfreesboro boutiques are finally getting back to normal after months of being affected by COVID-19.
While COVID-19 changed every part of our lives, shopping took one of the biggest hits of all. Nashboro Chic had to close their doors for 6 weeks, and owner Adrian Tarola was worried if they would have to close permanently.
While shopping online is easy, it isn't as convenient as trying on in-store. Here at Nashboro Chic, they've survived quarantine and are ready for the public at full capacity.
The owner used some unique ways to keep her clients shopping and happy during quarantine.
One thing we did that was, I think, a little bit different than other people is we did Zoom parties. And what we did, because it was a little bit more intimate and it was more of fashion shows, like we would try the clothes on for our clients.
The business has hand sanitizer around the store, but did not require masks for employees or customers. All fitting rooms are available for in-store try-ons.
The community and everybody just supporting us is huge. I mean, every sale counts, every client counts.
Nashboro Chic will be celebrating their 1-year anniversary next week and are excited to see all of their clients in person again.
This is just a great little business. I love supporting local business, small business. It really makes me happy because I don't want to be stuck buying everything online.
Signing off for Middle Tennessee News, I'm Christy Jones.
The community is coming together to support the local businesses as they feel backlash of COVID-19. The Tennessee Department of Health has released the most recent statistics for COVID cases in the state.
The total COVID-19 case count for Tennessee is 207,455 as of October 7, 2020, including 2,642 deaths, 971 current hospitalizations, and 188,576 inactive recovered. Percent positive for today is 9.08%. Here are some of the counties in Middle Tennessee News viewing area. Bedford County has 1,425 cases, Cannon County 332, Coffee County 1,465, DeKalb has 608. Rutherford County has 9,978. Warren County 1,162. And Wilson County has had 3,863 confirmed cases of COVID-19. Here's the breakdown by age. Most affected are over the age of 71. By race, 56% are white and 18% are black African American. By gender, the numbers are very close, with a slightly larger count for women of 51%. For Middle Tennessee News, I'm Dylan Taylor.
You can find the full report on tn.gov/health. Still ahead on Middle Tennessee News, MTSU Student Health and Services are offering free flu shots for the first time, and COVID-19 hasn't ruined your fall plans just yet. Fall festivals are still happening in Middle Tennessee. That's coming up next on Middle Tennessee News.
When I was in foster care, I never knew when I would have to move, so I always had my suitcase ready to go. Then one day, I was adopted. My new parents opened their hearts and home to me. My parents cook my favorite breakfast for me every morning. My parents take me on trips I never thought I would go on. They gave me a home and an even better reason to use that suitcase. My parents aren't perfect, but they're perfect for me.
Jordan knows he shouldn't eat this entire bowl of nachos, but tonight he's earned that right, because a few hours ago in the middle of happy hour, he recognized a sign. Not from the gods or a bolt of lightning, but from a double heart, a kissy face, and a fourth ha in ha ha ha. That's when Jordan knew he was buzzed. So when it was time to go, he got a ride home instead of driving. Be a legend like Jordan. Recognize your buzzed warning signs and get a ride home. Buzz driving is drunk driving.
Black truck. Hey, Christina from accounting.
Yeah, hi.
Hey, I used to date a girl named Christina.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and then she dumped me for my best friend. You want to see some photos of them that I took?
I don't.
I thought we talked about this, buddy.
Buzzed and overshared again?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna call a car.
That's a smart idea.
So yeah, I know, that's why I did it.
Hey, you're gonna get back to the top of the mountain.
Does that mean I'm gonna get back with Christina?
No.
Oh.
No.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Middle Tennessee News. Wilson County Schools re-entry plan starts today for 4th and 5th graders. Following a Board of Education meeting on October 1st, they decided that 4th and 5th grade students will transition to full-time traditional. Students in grades 6 through 12 will remain on the modified hybrid schedule, and face coverings will still be required. The district will determine the next step for grades 6 through 12, meaning they could remain modified hybrid or transition to traditional or even to remote. Pre-K through 3rd graders transitioned to full-time traditional a few weeks ago, and their format will not change. MTSU students will have access to free flu shots throughout the month of October. MTSU Student Health and Services are offering free flu shots for the first time to currently enrolled students this month. Student Health Services has always offered flu shots to students, but at a $20 charge to cover the vaccine cost. Tennessee is also including Flu Mist nasal spray as part of the free vaccine available to students, according to Health Promotion Director Lisa Schrader. The last day to get a free flu shot is October 28th.
The Tullahoma Art Center is joining thousands of organizations across the nation in celebrating National Arts and Humanities Month throughout the month of October. The Art Center is hosting some of activities to honor the efforts of local artists, historians, and teachers that work tirelessly to bring the arts and humanities into everyone's lives. A spooktacular exhibit is the main event at the Art Center and is open all month. The exhibit is featuring some local young aspiring artists such as Avery Wirt.
I help sometimes with kids, helping teach them watercolor and stuff, and it's just good to get it out there because some kids just don't know where to go when it comes to art, and that's why I'm glad Josh is reaching out to all the kids so they know to come here.
Middle Tennessee State University recently hosted a virtual tour for Blackman High School students. Blackman Collegiate Academy scholars got an opportunity to hear presentations from MTSU chairs and faculty via Zoom. The academic field trip allowed high schoolers a chance to learn about career opportunities, scholarships, and how to apply. Students took interest in majors including psychology, agriculture, and management, along with receiving complimentary MTSU chocolate milk. BCA allows eligible juniors and seniors to take up to 6 hours of university courses taught by MTSU instructors at no cost.
Rutherford County Archives received a $2,500 grant from the Tennessee State Library and Archives. The grant will support the preservation of historical records. Secretary of State Trey Hargett, and Rutherford County legislators presented the grant last Thursday. Rutherford County Archives is slated to intro a new 10,000 square foot addition in spring 2021. The grant will help offset the cost of continuing to keep local historical records in good condition while making this transition. The investment serves to ensure archives are safeguarded and made more accessible to the public for future generations. If you're looking for an exciting fall-filled way to spend a weekend, look no further than the Beau Cheval events in Wartrace. The event planners are holding a fall festival every Friday and Saturday from 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. through the end of November and feature a wide variety of events on location to keep customers of all ages entertained. The venue offers a pumpkin patch, various arts and crafts vendors, hay rides, a mini petting zoo, and multiple other attractions that are commonly thought of with the arrival of fall season. The scenery features amazing views of the Tennessee hillsides and is located on a property that dates all the way back to the early 1800s.
We ask the public to come out to enjoy a day on the farm with our farm animals, our chickens, our ducks, our sheep, our miniature horses, and pick a pumpkin and enjoy the time that you have here with your family and friends.
October is set to have 2 full moons, including one on Halloween night for the full moon event of the year. This will be the first time a Halloween full moon will be visible in all American time zones since 1944. The Halloween full moon will be called a blue moon, not because it will look blue, but because it is the second full moon of the month. Having 2 full moons in the same month is not common, as it only happens about once every 2.5 years. Coming back after the break, Morgan will reach us with full weather. Welcome back. Stay tuned for more Middle Tennessee news.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again.
One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin. But I'm gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Welcome back to Middle Tennessee News. Today was another one of those unseasonably warm fall days. We had a high that reached 83 degrees today, and boy did it definitely feel that warm. And the partly cloudy skies and 10 miles per hour winds really did not do much to make it feel any cooler out there. Things will be getting considerably cooler into the evening though. We're looking at a low tonight in the high 40s with 10 to 15 miles per hour wind speeds and clear skies throughout the evening and into tomorrow morning. As for the rest of our work week, we are looking at some ideal fall conditions in Middle Tennessee. Let's hope they stay that way. The high for our sunny Tuesday will reach only around 70 degrees with a low in the low 40s. Things will be warming up just a little bit more on Wednesday and Thursday. Wednesday, we're looking at even more clear skies with a high of 78 degrees and a low of 58. Still a little warmer than I'd like it to be, but that's okay. And the clouds will be rolling in on Thursday, but our high will stay in the upper 70s with a low reaching 48 degrees. And finally, we will be ending our work week with the sunny skies and the coldest conditions of this season. The high for Friday will only reach 60 degrees with a low near freezing at 36. 36 degrees. It is finally getting cold, y'all, and I am one happy weather anchor. Now, after the break, Nathan Vaughn will be in the MTN Sports Den, and he will be giving us the full sports report. Stay tuned for more Middle Tennessee news.
Son, love is like the ocean. You have to tread the waters.
Dad, that's not the kind of help I needed. Jessica, will you go to prom with me?
Yes.
Thousands of teens in foster care can't wait to share their first with you.
If I could go back and change it all, I would. I think I'm gonna miss you the most. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Maybe it's just the little moments. If I could go back and change it all, if I could go back, I would. But I can't.
Once there was a boy who did the same thing again and again. One day, he was told he had autism. He got help and slowly learned how to live with it better.
Early intervention can make a lifetime of difference. Learn the signs at autismspeaks.org.
Natural disasters are a fact of life in the U.S. And between activities and school, chances are you won't be with your kids when they happen. Will they know what to do? Ready.gov/kids can help your children feel prepared, not scared. So talk with your family today.
Put the keys down, Kevin. But I'm gonna drive home. There are several warning signs present that you shouldn't be driving.
My text to emoji ratio has gotten a little out of hand.
A little?
Yep, I'm definitely gonna call a ride home.
Well, welcome back to Middle Tennessee News. We have a lot of sports action to get into, and what is bigger than MTSU football? MTSU football picked up its first win of the 2020 season on Saturday versus FIU in dramatic fashion. But now the Blue Raiders will turn its sights to North Texas this week, and we have a scouting report on the Mean Green. It's good. This week, we have a spotlight shining on the Blue Raiders softball team. Here's Houston Chapman in this week's Blue Raider Spotlight.
What's up, Blue Raiders? I'm Houston Chapman here with Gretchen Mead. Gretchen, tell me a little about yourself.
I'm Gretchen Mead. I'm from Houston, Texas, and I'm a junior pitcher.
So what does this offseason look like for you guys?
We've had some individuals so far. We had our first team practice this Saturday, and this week we're looking at doing some inter-squad.
What are your goals for this season?
Obviously, this season we really want to play. We got cut short last year, so we're looking forward to getting on the field some.
So what have you been working on this offseason?
This fall, I've really been working a lot on my curveball and staying tight and my changeup, staying fast through my whole motion so I'm not giving the pitch away.
What does it take to have a great pitch in softball?
It takes a pretty strong core, a lot of leg drive, and a fast arm motion.
How fast is your pitch?
I throw about 60, 63.
63? I don't think that's that hard. I think I can hit that. What do you think?
We'll have to see.
All right, well, let's find out. In the beginning, I wasn't even close. Just miss after miss after miss. But then, right here, I made some contact, and I thought I was finally figuring it out. But then, this happened. Just an absolute rocket to the thought. Right as I was getting comfortable, I was humbled. But I walked it off because, as we all know, minor setbacks for major comebacks. No! After 30 minutes of struggle, shockingly, there was no comeback. I realized I had no business playing softball. So as you can see, trying to get a hit off Gretchen Mead is impossible. It didn't matter how hard I tried, I just could not get a hit. I also learned that it's not a good idea to crowd the plate against a D1 pitcher because I got hit square in the thigh. But I had a great time. So if you want to check out Gretchen and the rest of the Blue Raider softball team, check them out on social media. And tune in next time to the next Blue Raider Spotlight.
Thank you again, as always, Houston. Well, MTSU men's tennis hit the courts again last weekend at the Battle of the Borough. MT played UT Chattanooga, UAB, and South Alabama at the Adams Tennis Complex on Sunday and finished with an overall record of 25 wins and 11 losses. The still defending CUSA champions will travel in its next coming games at Southern Miss next week. Well, that's all for Middle Tennessee News. Thank you all for joining us today. And as always, make sure to follow our social media accounts on Facebook as well as on Twitter at MiddleTN News. You can always watch our shows at MiddleTennesseeNews.net. And once again, thank you all for joining. I've been Nathan Vaughn, signing off for Morgan Gonzalez as well as Christy Jones. We'll see you Wednesday.